For those of you that take a seat for a minute. Okay, so for anyone who watched this morning's video of me cleaning the living room, I have not yet got to my dining room because I went and started cleaning the bathroom because I realized the bathroom needed a little touch up. So now we're going to clean this dining room. As you can see, it is a disaster area because again, we had people over and yeah, it's time to clean. So I went ahead and I took the gloves that I used in the living room and they're put back away now. So I have another pack of gloves right here that we are going to mark dining room. Since this is my dining room, it's going to be marked dining room. So I've actually got to open this up. And I have the trash can still right here. So we're just opening this up. We're going to mark it dining room just like I did this morning with those other gloves. Alright. So again, the reason behind this is so I don't use the same gloves for the bathroom that I used for the living room or stuff like that. I don't want to cross-contaminate the house. So that is my reason for labeling everything. Plus, it just keeps everything more neat and organized, in my opinion. Depending on how long this video takes, I will show y'all where I keep my gloves at in my cleaning closet. I'm going to set this on this table right here. And then we're just going to get into this video of me cleaning. If you don't want to watch me clean, please do not stay and watch this video because this is all cleaning all day. After this video is over with, I will do a cleaning part 3 of me cleaning the kitchen. And let me just tell you, it needs a clean because, again, we had people over last night. We did not wash dishes last night because we had company. And that's not an excuse. However, we just been slacking a little bit. So, I'm trying to straighten the house back up to get it back to my standards. So we're just going to do in here now. And I have to be careful because my dogs are actually in here in their crate. And I have to pick their crate up and move it so I can sweep and mop right there. So that's going to be the very last thing that I do. So I'll get the rest of the floor swept and mopped before I do their area, just so I can put them in another clean spot, and then I'll put them back. And I'm not taking them out because they get let out quite a lot throughout the day, and they get put outside to use the bathroom, and their food actually stays outside as well because it attracts ants, and I don't want ants in the house. Also, dog food can attract roaches, and I don't like roaches. I actually keep roach spray. We keep a lot of roach spray because we live in the woods. Roaches and water bugs, all that stay around here. So as long as we have roach spray and we keep the house treated consistently, we don't get bugs. And I hate bugs, so that's what we do. So now we're going to get into what we need to clean in here. The first thing, of course, we're going to need is our trash can. I'm actually going to have to take the trash out too because it is nasty. We need our gloves that are labeled for dining room. Okay, we will need our broom and dustpan, or our dustpan and brush set. We need our broom, our vacuum, our Swiffer, a duster, optional. I just use a duster. You will need you could get away with just 2 rags. I don't know if I'm going to do furniture polish in here or not this time. Usually I will, and I will do furnace polish on the chairs, but I don't think I'm going to today. I don't furniture polish every day or every week or anything. It's just whenever I feel it needs it. So you'll need 2 rags, one for each of these. One is for Oxygen Orange, and this is for the Spick and Span. So this is an antibacterial spray cleaner, and this is just a all-purpose degreaser and spot remover, which I find really great on the table. And last thing you will need is an air freshener or a candle. I did not use air freshener in my living room. I used a candle in there. So I may do an air freshener in here this time. Just trying to make it to where when you walk into a different room of the house, it has a different smell, but it's still a pleasant smell. It's not like overwhelming. But usually I use a candle in here, and then I'll use another air freshener in the living room. I use a different candle in the kitchen. The one I use in the kitchen is usually a fruity smell because we have fruit and it just blends in. The bathroom, of course, is fresh linen smell because we wash clothes in there, and I like the smell of that. And air freshener, if we do, it's Febreze. Or we'll put a candle in there, but we don't really use air fresheners in the bedroom just because we don't spend that much time in there, and the room smells a lot better every time we wash sheets, which I wash sheets tomorrow. So now we're gonna get into this video because I'm tired of talking, and it's been 7 minutes and I'm still talking and not doing anything, so time to get working. So I have a lot of stuff up here. Most of the stuff that's up here is candles because I already did some candles. So for the time being, I'm going to set all these candles on this table with the phone, just because they go underneath the coffee table. These are trash bags that I'm going to need, so I'm going to put them in my basket because I've got to take out the trash. This gets hung up over here. This is actually the trash can lid. So I'm not using chemicals right now, so I'm not worried about putting the gloves on. So these get hung up in my cleaning closet, so they need to get put in my basket so I don't forget to take them in there. Now I have my fingernail kit that I need to put away. Alright, I'm going to set this again on the table because this goes in my purse. Alright, now we're going to move on to what needs to be cleaned. This can go in the sink right here because it needs to be washed out. Alright, this hammer is a tool, and I'm not making my way there yet, so I'm putting it on this table. A lot of stuff gets put on a table wherever I'm at. This way it gets off of the main focus of what I'm doing, and it gets put in a smaller area. And then when I get done with the bigger things I'm doing, like the kitchen table, all that stuff gets put in its rightful place, so I can put that little mini table back where it goes. So that's my reason for that. Okay, this goes in here. It needs to get cleaned before I put it in my cleaning closet. Again, I already have a laundry basket sitting over here that has a pillow in it that my dog slept on. Okay. These are just candle waxes that can get thrown in the trash. Those are not going to be able to be reused. These are all dishes. This is just a towel that I need to dump outside before I wash it. So I'm actually going to set it on this rug right here. Okay. Now these dishes right here, I'm going to run to the kitchen real quick. Now to come to the other side of the table. Let me make sure that y'all can see everything that I'm doing. Alright, we good now? Yeah, we're good. Okay, so these cups need to go into the bathroom. These are cups that I use throughout the house, but we don't use these for drinking. They're just foam cups from the Dollar Tree. They'll get put in my cleaning stuff. I like to use those when I'm cleaning the bathtub if I use a toothbrush, because I can fill that up with hot water or soapy water, whatever, and dip the toothbrush in, and I can throw that cup away. This again, this is actually going to go to the kitchen. Because that one is not my cleaning scrubber. I have 4 scrubbers. They're just the multi-purpose scrub sponge. So, yeah. Now look, that easy. I'm getting this table cleaned off. Alright, both of these go to the kitchen. This goes in the pantry. This goes in the sink. Alright, almost done, guys. And this will be a pretty quick video. Again, with a candle. These are paper towels, and I do have a paper towel holder. I'm just not sure where it is. This can go in my cleaning. Alright, now we're going to get into the chemicals. So I need my gloves. If I could put them on the proper way, it would be great. Alright, so there's a mess over here that I'll pick up first. This right here is actually not trash. So I don't know why it got put over here. Okay, but the rest of this is trash. Move this out of the way so y'all can, again, see what I'm doing. So I'm going to pull the chairs out first. I know you'll just watch me push that chair in over there. But I always pull chairs out right before I dust on here. And just so y'all can see, this is a new duster thing. I don't ever use a dirty duster on my table. I do have one that I use for all-purpose dusting, but this one in particular, I just use on the table. So we're just gonna try to push everything to one spot. Alright, and that's done. Now we're going to use our Oxygen Orange and spray it all over the table. There we go. Make sure we turn that back off. And you don't want to leave any of it turned on. I totally just used that backwards. That's okay. Alright, and we're just gonna wipe this down. I am gonna go back over this table with that again. I need to use the disinfectant on here. I forgot all about it. So as you see, I'm not doing that circular motion. I'm doing up and down, or the S motion, or Z motion. Alright. So just so y'all can see how dirty the table actually was. And a lot of that is because I did candles on the table. and stuff like that. So what I meant to do first was a Spick and Span antibacterial spray. You're supposed to let it sit for 10 minutes to let it work all the way. But my table's usually pretty clean, and I just disinfected it for about 30 minutes 2 days ago. So it doesn't really need a major disinfectant. Alright, so how I'm going to do this, I'm going to turn this back off. Use the rags that I'm using for that. And I'm going to start at the back of the table and work my way front. And I'm not doing a harsh or a hard white. I'm just running it over so it distributes the spray all over the table. Because I did use candles on here. So I'm not pressing down hard at all. So, turn that, lay that over there. Alright, so I'm not going to stop there. I'm actually going to let that sit for a few minutes. And I'm going to work on the floor and get that tidied up. And then we'll come back to the table. So what I like to do here is usually I'll put the chairs on the table to get the floor. But since I just cleaned the table, we're not going to do that because that would be a waste of time, right? Yeah. So we're going to put all the chairs on one side of the table, and then we'll come back afterwards and put all the chairs on the opposite side of the table so we can get this side. We are going to run the rag for the oxygen orange over the chairs. We'll put them back just to keep them clean. My table is like really wet right now. So, alright, now I'm going to show. I'm going to have to turn the camera a little bit so y'all can see. Oh wait, y'all can see pretty well. Okay, we're just going to turn a little bit. Alright, so I have 2 screens right here. We use them to block the dogs. If we let them in the house running around, we either block them from the living room to the dining room and make them stay right here, or we block them in the living room so they can only stay in the living room. So we're going to take these and move them completely out of the way. Now we're going to sweep over here, make sure to get underneath the table. I always do under the table first. You do whatever preference you prefer. Whatever thing you prefer. Whatever way, whatever method. Alright. So that was easy, right? Underneath the table stays dirty all the time. Doesn't matter how many times I sweep throughout the day, it stays filthy underneath here. Alright, now from here we're going to go ahead and do our Swiffer mop on there before we put the chairs back, so I don't have to worry about redoing that. If you've seen my morning video, I always take my Swiffer apart so I can manage the base a little bit easier. Again, I know right here's got to get clean, so I don't mind putting that right there. I'm going to close this back up. I'll flip it over and set it on the rug that I obviously cannot mop. I am going to vacuum it though. It needs a vacuum. And then Monday it would actually get put in the wash machine and get washed. Alright, so I got my DIY Swiffer wet pad on there. Now we're going to mop the section that I just swept, and I'm going to go ahead and get underneath here. All right. And this is nowhere near as dirty as the living room was, but this is still really dirty. So I can't sweep and mop in here the way I do the living room because it's got more stuff standing in the way. So now we're going to grab the wipe that we used for our orange glow, and since it does still have some of the stuff on here, not orange glow, oxygen orange, we're going to use that. We're just going to do a quick wipe on this in between all these little cracks. Alright, now we put it back. Being careful not to get our socks wet if you're wearing socks. I'm happen to be wearing socks. I usually wear some type of shoes doing this, just so I don't have to worry about my socks getting wet. But my shoes are dirty because it's been raining and it's muddy outside. So I figured I'd just put on my clean socks so I don't have to worry about dirtying up what I'm trying to clean. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and clean these last 3 chairs even though I'm not putting them up yet. I just need them clean so I can put them in the clean spot on the floor, which is over here. 2 more, 2 more. One more, and then we'll be ready to sweep this other side of the floor. And we'll put all the chairs where they go. Spray the table one more time and make sure it's really clean. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and sweep this other side, but we're not going to mop it till after we finish the table. I'm going to turn y'all this way. Alright, trying to keep all this in one pile versus in 20 piles over the floor. Alright. Now we're going to finish the table. So I'm going to turn my rag the other way. I think my camera froze. Turn that off, put it back in. Alright, now it's all clean.